Guys, this is breaking news. The Nintendo Switch 2 has been possibly delayed. At least we know for a fact the pre-orders have been because of the tariff situation in the world. Nintendo delaying Switch 2 US pre-orders due to tariffs market drop. So if you didn't know, the pre-orders for the Switch 2 were going to be going live on April 9th, at least here in the US. But because of the tariffs, the current situation with the government, the US administration, the tariffs from China on the US, the tariffs from the US and China, it's disrupting the entire supply line as far as products are concerned. Now, obviously, pre-orders will be getting delayed. It could end up knocking on to the fact that the Switch 2 might end up getting delayed overall in the US, which is nuts. I cannot believe it. Now, in other countries like the UK, Europe, I believe Australia, a lot of other countries around the world are actually able to put their pre-order in. Somebody came in, I think Patrick came into our stream, our 24-hour Nintendo Switch 2 stock tracking stream this morning. He's in the UK. He says he just pre-ordered one, went into Curry's in-store and just got one straight away. So basically, pre-orders have went live in the UK on Amazon. I believe they're even live on Amazon in the UK. But us people in America are going to have to wait God knows how long because of the tariff situation. So let's read the article and let's see. But before we do, check out our 24-hour Nintendo Switch 2 stock tracking stream where you can get all the latest news on Switch 2, including this. You can watch the direct on a loop, and also we're going to be putting stock tracking stuff in there as well. So to help you buy and beat scalpers on when pre-orders do finally open up, hopefully our 24-hour stock tracking stream will help you do that. It's 24 hours. Links down below in the video description. Come in, chat, talk about Nintendo Switch 2. Get hyped up as we count down. 61 days, 13 hours remaining till the Switch 2 release. I'm so hyped. But let's get into the topic at hand, right? So Nintendo delaying Switch 2 US pre-orders due to tariffs and market drops. So as you know, the market's dropped significantly today. The stock market basically crashed massively today. And as well as the tariff situation in China just imposed tariffs on the US because the US imposed tariffs on China, and it's messing everything up. So let's read what they've got to say. So this is from Forbes.com, by the way, given that President Donald Trump's worldwide tariffs were announced just hours after the reveal of the pricey Nintendo Switch 2, the immediate question was how that hardware specifically would be affected by the move. Now things are evolving quickly. Nintendo has just literally announced that it will be delaying the planned April 9th pre-order date for the Switch 2 in the US. There is no announced date when they will go live instead. Here's the statement. So pre-orders for Nintendo Switch 2 in the US will not start April 9th in order to assess the potential impact of tariffs and evolving market conditions. Nintendo said in the statement provided to Polygon, Nintendo will update timing at a later date. The launch date of June 5th is unchanged for now. So we could potentially, depending on how long this tariff situation is concerned, we could end up seeing a 10% price increase on the Switch 2. We might end up getting a delayed release until these tariffs ease off. It's completely up in the air in the US right now. It's a crazy time to live in, crazy time to be in, especially if you're living in the US because of the tariff situation. The price of the Switch 2 was revealed at $449 this week for the regular Switch 2, and if obviously $499 if you get the bundle with Mario Kart World, $150 more than the original Switch and $50 more than the mostly expected price of $400. Experts seem to agree that the price likely would not change as a result of the tariffs, or possibly even that the assumption of coming tariffs raised the price ahead of time, but we have no confirmation of that. The actual tariffs included 24% slapped on Japan, 46% on Vietnam, where Nintendo has now moved some production of its hardware and components. This is more complicated than prices going up a known percent in the US, which may or may not happen, but the system already costs about $130 more than its equivalent in Japan. As for the evolving market conditions, that includes massive drops in the Dow, Nasdaq in the US, nearly 1,500 points in each of the last 2 days so far. Japan's Nikkei is down nearly 1,000 points itself today. In short, the entire global trade system is currently up in the air due to the unprecedented moves by the US government. And this obviously doesn't play well in terms of the price of everything. Obviously, we've talked about games being so expensive. Look at the people in the live on the Nintendo Direct. Drop the price, drop game prices, drop the price. That was Nintendo's Treehouse live event. Basically, people are going nuts right now with the economy, the US tariffs that the US is putting on everyone, the other countries putting tariffs now on the US in retaliation. Obviously, the stock market and the stocks and market just completely crashing. It's a wild time to be alive. But I'll tell you where you might want to be. You might want to check out our 24-hour live Switch 2 live stream. It's up 24 hours a day. Pop in, say hi, stick your head in, and say hello to us, and chat. Ask questions, talk about Switch 2, tell us what games you're looking forward to, etc. And stay up to date on the latest news. And check that little countdown just to see how long we've got left till the release day. And obviously, like I says, we're going to be adding a stock tracker to this live stream as well. So if you want to get an upper hand on all the bots and scalpers, that's the place to go. So thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Check the links down below in the video description for some really cool deals and tech stuff. All the stuff that I use in my office and my setup, you'll find it down there, as well as some other cool things. Anyways, let me know what you think about the tariff situation. Let me know what you think about the prices. Let me know what you think about the delayed pre-orders. Do you think that we're going to see a delay for the Switch 2? Do you think it's going to get pushed to past June 5th? Do you think it's going to result in a worldwide delay for the Switch 2? It's a crazy time to be alive. Anyways, stay tuned, like, subscribe, click the bell icon. I'm Blaze2K. Stay up to date for Switch 2 news, gaming news, tech news, all that good stuff. This is crazy.
Let's go.